Okay, before beginning, we would like to tell you how we are honored to talk with you, and how it's important for students of cinema to talk with a director, a great director and screenwriter.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The first question: you have a long career as an actor, so how does being an actor help you in your work as a director? For example, for shaping the psychological profiles of each one of your characters during the rehearsals and on the set?
You know, the biggest thing that it helps with is knowing how actors think. It's very difficult to be an actor, and which is deceptive. I think a lot of people think acting is the cushiest, sweetest part because you get to, you know, spend time in trailer, you have, you know, food brought to you. It's very hard and very psychologically exhausting. And so as a director, you know, I like to give my actors the respect to really listen to how they, to their preferred process. Which is key. It's not, you know, I don't like to treat every actor like you're an actor, just kind of come and fill your role, do your thing. Every actor, I like to ask them, how do you work? How do you give your best work? And so I think that's the big thing, is being able to look an actor and be like, I know how you're feeling right now. Don't worry, we're gonna do it again, something like that.
Okay.
And also, we know you also have a long career as a comedy writer. So how are the two things connected? Your work as a comedy writer and your work as a horror thriller writer, and there are any similarities between these two things?
There are a lot of similarities between comedy and horror. You know, for one, I've always felt that when they're at their best, it's because they feel grounded. It feels like you're taking an absurdity, whether it be comedic or horrific, and you're placing it in terms of this world and this reality, and playing with the rules that that real life has. So so that's one. And then, you know, I think timing-wise, there is a similarity to this idea of being able to predict an audience, what an audience expectation is, to be able to surprise them. You set something up, you set up a rhythm of some sort, and then you pull the rug out from under it. And when you're dealing with a certain tone, that can get a laugh. When you're dealing with a different tone, that can get a jolt. And, you know, the movies I like to try and make will kind of marry both things.
Right. So it's a common opinion that horror movies are just for entertainment, but your movies are the proof that you can talk through this genre about social issues. Do you think that horror movies actually can influence people about these themes?
Absolutely. I think that horror movies are important because they do deal with social issues, whether it's kind of in the face of it, on the nose, like, you know, the movies that I make, or in the case of Get Out, at least, you know, that movie is about a social issue. But the history of horror movies, I think, shows that when one resonates, when it really works, it's because it's tapping into something that's happening socially. So, you know, you have everything from, you know, Night of the Living Dead, which dealt with race in an allegorical way. You have, you know, if you see a UFO movie, it tends to, you know, it tends to tap into fear of the outsider, or it's
actually talking about the present.
Exactly. So I feel that the horror genre is full of commentary, but you have to dig for it, yeah, that's.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you guys. All right, very good.